So we gotta be looking at the camera.
We live on stage, yeah. Or at least towards the camera, yeah, for sure.
Hey, really?
What's up? What's up, Letitia? How you doing? How you doing, little ugly?
I'm good, ugly. How are you?
This shit running?
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. Can you hear me? Can you hear me good?
We can hear you.
Check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Look at the camera for me.
We can hear you very well.
All right. So, first off, giving me real Detroit Outcast vibes.
Hey.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Right? Letitia is Andre, and Carlo is Big Boy, but today, Big Boy stole the show. I'm usually real heavy Andre. Like, yeah, give me that. And this right here, it seemed like it was much more like Carlo led. It seemed like, you know.
Yeah.
Right. I love the theme and the play on time. Right. Like it was beautiful, and like the first 3 songs kind of gearing you up to understand that, like, you know, you got this time and you can use it however you really, need to, and you need to be conscious of it. I know you're getting up going to work every day, but you can do other shit. You can do more. You know what I'm saying? It's real inspirational about the whole thing. A lot of reflection.
Yeah.
But on top of all of that, it was like bars in that bitch. Like it was like shit in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think for sure it's gonna be like my favorite No Politic record. I guess this is what y'all do when y'all come home, huh?
This is what we do when we make it home, nigga.
When y'all make it home, y'all just come back snapping. Y'all just be snapping on shit like, yeah. Just turn into a fucking snapping turtle.
A snapping turtle.
Like, do a fucking snapping turtle. Just because y'all ain't snapping fast. Y'all just snapping like when y'all want to. Like, y'all, yeah, I forgot y'all is stupids. Y'all dumb.
Yeah.
That's funny. I'm glad you got the concept.
Yeah.
Of time.
Yeah.
Man, look, man. I does this, but if you don't get that, you're music media. Like you don't understand. Just like you're just slow. Like it's gonna probably take you a while to get it, but if if you can't just get it off rip, I think you can after a while.
Yeah.
And hey, bro, that transition from like when you said Godspeed and then you started it off with Godspeed on the next song, what was that, 6 and 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, that bitch, that shit fucked with me. It fucked with my head. Like I was like, bro, it's like the same song, and then I realized like this damn near like the same sample, just like flipped. Like 17,000 different ways.
that was when we made it, we wanted everything to like flow.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Just like oh man, yeah.
Don't you don't have to press next.
It's like Alchemist level flowing. You know what I'm saying? Currency continuous level flowing. You know?
That's a big inspiration. So that's good
and
to know.
Covert coupe type shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit that's just like, you don't even know why to be sweet.
Right.
But that shit. You know what I mean? Like yeah. But no, that shit was hard. I fucks with it. Can't wait till that bitch drop.
My dog.
This is for sure. Like I said, if niggas didn't think y'all was the Detroit Outcast before, y'all can definitely be what Outkast is to Atlanta. For sure. Especially just off the rapping ability. Not even, you know what I'm saying? Not even cultural impact, even though y'all got that in spades. I'm just talking about, like, 2 motherfuckers that come from the same city that get together and really be spitting and shit like that.
Yeah.
And that shit hit you every time. Feel me? And I seen growth in y'all, as a duo.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my favorite part about, you know what I mean? Like listening back, it's kind of like
Y'all doing hooks together. You singing with her, harmonizing in the background, and it don't just seem like it can be one dominated track by one or the other. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like we just here. It's just how we just making this shit. Like Carlo might come on this bitch and start every song, but Tish might have like a way long verse and she be singing all throughout that bitch. You don't even know what's gonna happen. Like it's just
Yeah.
It works. It's like it's kind of like if y'all was motherfucking Goten and motherfucking Trunks, y'all was doing the fusion dance. Y'all just get better and better at that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I don't know. I kind of got pushed too, cause I feel like we know what we bring to the table, but then so that is not so black and white.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or like, just because I write slower, don't mean I gotta have a second verse all the time. You know what I'm saying? We really took our time with the songs, or I ain't gotta do all the hooks. You feel me? Like it's I think that we are trying to figure out how to be one.
Yeah. The chemistry was definitely much improved.
Letitia on her 3K shit. She need to be Tish 6000. That's your new name. That's what I'm gonna just call you. I'm gonna just start calling you 6000.
6,000, dog.
No albums.
I'm changing your name to BGK 6000.
A fucking ghost. Only appear with no politics.
6,000.
No, I'm making her appear without it, and I'm putting this on record.
Still in the greatest of all time category.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna let it happen. She ain't gonna be able to go without never putting one out. Put it out. I don't care.
Say that shit over with.
It ain't 4 or 5 songs. I was like, damn, I'm mad at her. Hey, by the motherfucking last song, I'm like, damn, she probably spit throughout this whole bitch like this too, huh? I missed it on a couple songs because I was mad at it. By the end, I wasn't mad no more.
Did you have a favorite song? Our first listen?
Was my favorite. I can't tell you a favorite song right now, but that transition is what really got me like, ooh, what just happened to me? I realized it happened. It happened right then. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't until that moment. I knew this shit was all sounded too cool and like together. How long was that song? Was it like a 5-minute song that you chopped up?
He recently added that verse.
Yeah, that shit just got done like within the last month or so. The original song, the Dirty World song, was like probably close to 3 minutes. And then I took the sample from what was going to be the next song and probably cut like another 45 seconds to a minute and tacked it on and just bridged the two.
Production on this shit, Carlo went crazy.
Definitely see it grow from in Carlo's production. It's like he like the experimentation and the work and putting in the 10 million hours, however many fucking hours. Nigga, that's showing for sure in this. You know what I'm saying? It's like he took his motherfucking sound and he bending it out. You know what I'm saying? He making it do what it wanted to do. What he wanted to do.
Yeah, for sure. That's that. The second half of that is my favorite song. Like the song that transitions, that picks up off the Godspeed part. That's my favorite song, bro. For sure.
That's number 6. That's number 7.
It might be earlier than that.
It would be 7.
No.
It would be
7 or 8.
Oh, is it? Yeah, 7.
Yeah, because it's 9 songs, I think. So it's
the transition was from 6 to 7.
Yeah.
Number 8 was the Rain song. Because it's raining outside. That's why I knew that. It's not like it's my favorite over all of them. Like I said, that transition is what really did it. The whole tape is like, feel me? I'm gonna have to figure out which one is my favorite. After at least 20 listens.
Yeah. That's a good amount of listens.
That's a lot of listens.
Can't tell you that off rip. I'm good, but I ain't that good. Yeah, man, y'all doing it. Y'all, this is great. This is great. This is great.
I appreciate it.
This is great. Matter of fact, no, this ain't great. This is Fantastic Plus.
Damn. Oh shit.
I fuck a great. Great ain't even good no more.
A Fantastic Plus.
It's a Fantastic Plus. So when I say that, I mean in the scale of no politics.
Mm-hmm.
All of these songs is at least an 8, right?
Oh shit.
You hear me? Like on the scale of no politics.
We done reached a new level.
I want to hear no politics, so I'm putting this album on, and then I might throw on Home after that. Oh man, it is what we do when we get home. We get some time.
We get some time. Oh, we get some time. Damn.
Let's see what y'all do if you someone's at home on the bedroom floor. What was the inspiration of the whole time concept? Like, what? I know y'all be sitting there and having y'all little brainstorming sessions and shit like that. Like, what made y'all come on that? Was it like by accident, or did y'all like actually go out with that as an intention?
It was intentional and on accident at the same time.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Our initial
divine order.
Yeah, honestly, our initial idea was, I don't even remember it.
It was different. We won't expose it for the sake of the fact that it might happen again. But it was basically like two divergent storylines.
Right.
You know, it was supposed to be two divergent storylines that kind of, they kind of meet eventually, and it was like 3 or 4 other songs that didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the turning point was.
Me either.
Tish didn't feel. She said it, and I agreed eventually that one of the songs didn't fit, and it didn't. The right hand.
Yeah, right hand.
It didn't fit, but it was dope.
And it literally changed the whole project.
So, and we took that song out and put another song in. I think we put I think the first song we did after we decided not to use that would be Open Arms.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, we recorded like 3 or 4 more joints, and it just sounded completely different. And like it kind of just started happening with the time concept. And we went and tried to add pieces around it, like with the skits, with the transitions, to pull it all together. But it kind of just happened for real.
Yeah, it just happened.
Okay. So, Shaun, which song did you feel? I remember you telling me earlier that you had reached your Super Saiyan level of rap. On which one of these songs do you think was that moment? Because I think I definitely see it in the approach.
I can't remember
everything.
I can't remember what we had did when I sent you that specifically, but it was definitely working on this album when I said that. But I think like my favorite track is Party Time, or If Forever Was a Thing.
He ain't got the real
he
titles.
don't got the titles, but that's what I think it's gonna be called. It might be called If Forever Was a Thing, but we'll call it Party Time. When I wrote that verse for Rain, the second half for Rain, Second Wind, I was like, yo, this shit hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was that might have been the time when I text you. I can't remember exactly, but like when I wrote that shit, I was like, oh damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like an ability.
I think it was on that song actually where I was like, yeah, this nigga really. I get what he's saying.
Yeah. For me with Carlo, what was the song I had texted you one day and I had listened to it again? I was like, I think this is one of my favorite verses of you. I think it was Time Ain't.
Time Ain't. Yeah, Time Ain't. Yeah.
Time Ain't. I listened to it again and I was like, Oh shit, he really saying some shit.
Yeah. Time 8 was like. Time 8 probably, I ain't gonna say that's my favorite verse, but yeah, that's a verse that was like, that I needed to get off from the past like year or two of life, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, I never.
Is that the one about the neighbor?
No, that's It Forever that's my favorite song. Time 8 is the one where, you know, I talk about the baby, and I talk about people catching cancer and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was like, things that I knew I'd want to talk about, but I didn't know how they'd come out when I eventually talked about them, and I was able to get a lot of that shit out in one song. And, you know, that was a good one too.
The whole album itself, man, it's just like chef's kiss. So like, I really don't I don't have questions. I just want to listen more. Like, I feel like listening more would cause questions because I ask you more about the lyrics and this and that. But it's just like right now, it's just kind of like, I'm like, my excitement is just like so high. It's like, shit. All right, what y'all gonna call it? What's the name of this shit? Like, what's the name of?
I actually just fell in love with You Got Time.
You Got Time.
Got Time. It's like that's like inspirational.
Yeah,
right?
and then it ends.
It's like, hey,
with,
bro, you got this. Like, you can do it. Hang in there.
Yeah, it ends with Vince Staples saying, "You got time."
I like that. I like You Got Time.
But we was also playing with If Forever Was a Thing.
Yeah, we can name a song that. Like,
yeah.
You Got Time.
I like You Got Time.
You Got Time. Yeah. Let me see.
Did you like
What's
Thirst
next?
on there?
Now, like what?
Did you like Thirst?
Yeah. That's gonna be good whatever you do.
That's a fact.
As long as you guide them, like those guys with that kind of ADHD, like all you gotta do is guide them in and let him be himself, and you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Just let that crazy brain do its thing.
For sure. For sure, crazy brain. Yeah. Nigga can literally do anything if you can sit him still long enough to let him do it.
But the thing is to sit him still long enough to do it.
Yeah, we was here late as hell.
Yeah.
I bet. It ain't sound like he had a couple.
Yep.
But
yeah, you don't even know. It was so much bullshit, funny shit he was saying.
I bet. Tish, what's your favorite track?
My favorite is Rain and Wind. And I used to like Fight. Fight used to be my favorite until we added all that other stuff. But I think Rain and Wind is my favorite.
So we added all that other stuff.
That shit hard.
Carlo that added the other stuff.
Yeah, because Fight was one of the first ones we had recorded.
Yeah, when Fight got laid, I knew where the fuck the project was going. Like, as soon as we did that one, I was like, oh, no, we on a new level. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like... It's like...
Different.
Yeah, like, We Made It Back Home, I felt good about We Made It Back Home, but it still felt like... It felt like we was doing the best we could with restrictions. Like, it felt a bit confined.
Yeah,
you know
it felt cookie cutter to me. Yeah,
for sure.
But
it was
It felt to me like I was trying to find y'all a way to make a good no politics.
Yeah,
100%.
And along the way, y'all did because there was a lot of heat on that bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of like ways that y'all could go about attacking tracks.
Yeah. Yeah.
And y'all just doubled down on that. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, got better at your rapping ability.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, because we kind of, we made ourselves release We Made It Back Home.
Yeah. Like, if we don't do it now, we ain't gonna never do it.
But with this, we kind of, like, cooked a little bit. Like, okay, look, we just gonna get it out. We gonna take our time with it. however long it take, however many extra verses, beats, whatever we got to do to it, we gonna just do it. We ain't really like give ourselves this hard deadline to release it.
And also with this one, I think as far as like a creative process, like when we made it back home, I mean, we made all that shit on the spot as well. But with this one, and this is something that I just kind of noticed, like for myself, like just the way the studio is oriented, I'm always facing this way. You know what I mean? Like if I'm working, like my back is to you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of just how it is with the computer. So like with this one, especially early on, I noticed that we kind of like opened up and wrote together.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like it wouldn't just be, hey, I got a verse, let me lay it. It's like, yo, I got a verse, here it go. What you think? And you know what I mean? We kind of like
shared throughout the process.
It was a.
We would definitely be in here writing the whole verse. Like, okay, what's your verse about?
Yeah. It was a lot more synergy on this one, and I think that shit helped with everything. Cause I mean, just through the process of working with Tish, I've learned a lot more about music in general. You know what I'm saying? And I'd imagine the same for her from whatever she could pick up from me. But like, you know, learning it is one thing, but like applying it together is, I think, what made this shit sound so coherent. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like what I've learned from her, I can understand about her style as an artist. So as a producer, I know like, okay, this a Tish beat. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't just this a sweet beat. I hope Tish will get on it. It's like, nah, I know what type of shit Tish. What put Tish in her zone, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we can really work from there. And like as far as like writing, it's like this shit. Whoever take the lead for real.
That's where I pick up the most from my learning. Writing, like I used to. I'm getting a lot faster. I feel like
you have. For sure. Because on We Made It Back Home, it was a lot of times where it was like, shit, I gotta come back. You know what I'm saying? I gotta come back. But now
I got 4 bars, nigga, a melody, not even no words. I think I've learned to just let go. Like, don't think so much. You know, get it out. It's gonna be good regardless. You know what I'm saying?
And if not, we'll delete that shit.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever know.
Okay, I got a funny question. This is Dragon Ball Z. And y'all was Goku and Vegeta. Which one of y'all is Goku and which one of y'all is Vegeta?
Ooh. I'm Vegeta.
I was about to say, I think I'm Vegeta.
Oh, that's That's
you
what Vegeta? I was thinking.
Nah,
you do got the darkness. You got the darkness on this one.
I got the dark.
But
he got the darkness on this one.
What was you about to say, Real? Because you probably gonna say what I'm about to say.
If you seen y'all probably haven't seen the last movie in theaters when it came to theaters. But in the last movie, they actually fought. No transformations, just straight hands. No key blast, no none of that. Just hands. Right?
Yeah.
And Vegeta actually won. So it's like if you strip everything away, like, you know what I'm saying, that darkness and that like strive to put out albums on your own.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I'm saying? It's what's you know,
the work.
Giving you that edge, Carlo.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
The work, the heavy hands, the stamina.
You know?
Yeah. And I always like, it's like rap is a competition. And I've learned to make it less of that just across the board for me. Because it's like I'm at a point where like I don't write verses unless I'm in the studio now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it got to come just, it's a emotional, spiritual thing. But like rapping with Tish all these years, is like, I've always picked up on that shit. I'm like, yo, she don't work half as fucking hard at this shit as anybody, especially me. But this shit is always right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like Vegeta really used to be fucked up. Like, where the fuck, this nigga ain't no fucking prince. This nigga daddy was a fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Low blood warrior.
Right, this nigga where the fuck is this? Now he go Super Saiyan first. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it is a bit of that, because it's like, you know, just like Tish's talent level is so fucking incredible. And it's like, that shit just happens. Like, it's like picking up on shit is like, bam. You know what I'm saying? Naturally finding a pocket is like, bam. You know what I'm saying? And it's like always there. And when she does put the work in, it's like, you know, that next level. But I think that what happens with both our natural talent and just what we've worked on, you know, in our own individual journeys, like when it come together, like that shit clashes, but it's not like a ego clash. It's like we meet and take each other up. You know what I mean? It's like a good sparring partner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that that's where that's at. But for what you said originally, I would say Tish is most definitely Goku, and I think the world is still waiting for Tish to save the day. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's crazy that y'all said it because I never thought of it like that either. I feel like when I in my early career stage, it was really about competition and really just relying on my natural talent as opposed to just like now I'm really it's like you said, like it's spiritual for me. Like now I'm grown, I care about different things, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care too much about the competition of it. I enjoy creating
100%
differently. Like so yeah, I think that's changed a lot too. And that's probably why I haven't released no music because literally like I'm transforming. Like, you know, me as an artist is different than how I started. So
for sure.
Yeah.
You becoming a little butterfly.
Yeah. I was a little rough around the edges, but now I'm really trying to just smooth the shit out. Shit that mattered to me in my writing and just the style of music don't really matter no more. So
and I think about that too, like when I just think about like the crew as a whole, but specifically you, because like I said, that's a funny question, real, but that's a good way to put it. I think you are more Goku than anybody. You know, I don't think I necessarily fit Vegeta as a whole in this scenario. I'm probably more Vegeta than anything, but I think that you are definitely like a Goku-esque character. You know what I'm saying? At like, you know, like you're likable, you're talented, you know what I mean, you're competitive, and you're the best foot forward in most cases. You know what I'm saying? But I think that like something like what we're doing now with No Politics as a whole is like good for you and your journey, because it's like looking from what you last dropped is 8 years ago or whatever with the Curve. I can only imagine what a full scale Tish project would sound like now. But you know, going through this where it's like, this ain't a solo joint, but I've dropped a lot of music in between that kind of, you know, hone your skills and get you to that level where it's not just raw ability. It's like you know how to write a song, but you know how to reel it in when you need to. You know how to let loose when you need to. You know what I'm saying?
Be vulnerable, be emotional, turn up.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
And then turn it back down, and you know how to you know your game. You know?
Yeah. That's it.
But I see a lot of growth in this project, and I want to commend you both.
Appreciate
you got too many more questions. I want to listen to the album some more.
Nah, this was good. I think this was perfect.
This is what we needed for sure.